In the world of global geopolitics, some nations make noise, while others, like Eritrea, quietly shape the game from the shadows. Eritrea rarely makes headlines, but its strategic Red Sea location has drawn the attention of Washington, Beijing, Moscow, and Riyadh. This small nation, with just over 3 million people, sits at the crossroads of one of the world's most vital maritime arteries. Billions in trade pass through the Red Sea daily, making control over this waterway a source of global leverage. Eritrea's long coastline gives it a front-row seat to this economic superhighway. In an era of renewed great power competition, such a position is priceless. The world is waking up to Eritrea's significance, not through headlines but through the quiet expansion of its ports and the subtle dance of diplomacy. Global powers see Eritrea as a platform to project power and secure interests. The Red Sea is more crowded and contested than ever, and Eritrea is at its center. Old alliances are shifting, and Eritrea is moving from the periphery to the heart of the geopolitical chessboard. Its leadership, fiercely independent, is now courted by global powers, each with their own agenda. Eritrea faces a challenge how to leverage this attention for its own development without becoming a pawn in someone else's game. Eritrea's strategic weight is written into its geography. Its coastline stretches over 2,100 kilometers along the Red Sea, offering direct access to the shipping lanes connecting Europe and Asia. The Dahlak Archipelago, over 120 islands, adds to its maritime advantage, serving as potential platforms for naval and logistical operations. The ports of Massawa and Assab are the jewels of this geography. Assab's proximity to the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, a choke point for global trade, makes it a prize for any power-seeking influence. Control over Assab means the ability to monitor and potentially disrupt the flow of commerce through this narrow channel. For major powers, a foothold here is invaluable for naval operations and intelligence gathering. Eritrea's location transforms it from a small African nation into a key piece on the global chessboard. This geography has shaped its history and now defines its future. The same coastline that offers opportunity also brings risk, attracting powerful friends and intense rivalries. The Red Sea's waters are heating up, not just from climate, but from competition. Eritrea stands at the epicenter, where geography is both blessing and burden. The Gulf Arab states, especially the UAE and Saudi Arabia, were the first to recognize Eritrea's modern strategic value. For them, the Red Sea is a lifeline, and Eritrea is a key to securing it. The UAE transformed Assab into a military hub for its Yemen operations, extending runways and upgrading facilities. This partnership brought Eritrea financial benefits and a powerful ally, while allowing Asmara to maintain control. Saudi Arabia's interest is tied to its Vision 2030 and projects like NEOM, which depend on Red Sea stability. The 2018 Ethiopia-Eritrea peace, brokered in Jeddah, signaled Saudi intent to stabilize the region. Gulf engagement brings investment, but also risks. Foreign military presence ties Eritrea to volatile Middle Eastern conflicts. Eritrea has managed these relationships carefully, guarding its sovereignty. But as Gulf involvement deepens, Eritrea must weigh the benefits against the danger of being drawn into others' rivalries. The stakes are high, and the balance is delicate. Eritrea's coastline has attracted the attention of Russia and China, each with distinct ambitions. Russia seeks a naval logistics center in the Red Sea, eyeing Eritrea as a potential site to project power from the Suez to the Indian Ocean. A Russian base here would mark a major shift, challenging Western influence and complementing Moscow's presence in Syria. China's interest is economic, securing trade routes for its Belt and Road Initiative. With a military base already in Djibouti, China sees Eritrea as a partner for infrastructure, mining, and port development. Chinese investment offers Eritrea a path to growth without Western political strings. For Eritrea, this means new opportunities, but also the challenge of balancing competing global interests. Both Russia and China offer different models of partnership, but each seeks influence over this critical corridor. Eritrea's choices here will shape its future role in the region. Eritrea's foreign policy, known as the Asmara Doctrine, is built on fierce sovereignty and self-reliance. Every foreign engagement is scrutinized to ensure Eritrea's interests come first. Deals, like the UAE's use of Assab, are transactional and time-bound, never permanent cessions of control. Eritrea welcomes investment from the UAE, Russia, or China, but refuses to become anyone's client state. This independent stance is rooted in its hard-won history and ideology of self-sufficiency. While this approach has sometimes led to isolation, it has also protected Eritrea from external manipulation. The challenge is real, attracting investment without sacrificing autonomy. Economic dependency could easily become political leverage for foreign powers. Eritrea's future depends on absorbing investment and partnerships on its own terms. The balancing act is high stakes, with sovereignty always on the line. Eritrea's importance is magnified by its relationships in the Horn of Africa. The 2018 peace with Ethiopia ended decades of hostility and opened new economic possibilities. Ethiopia, landlocked and growing fast, needs Eritrea's ports, giving Asmara leverage and regional influence. Eritrea's role extends to Somalia, where it now participates in security talks, and to Sudan, where relations fluctuate with political tides. Eritrea is also a player in the Nile Dam dispute, courted by both Egypt and Ethiopia. This web of relationships means Eritrea must constantly balance competing interests. Its actions can foster stability or fuel tensions. Asmara's ability to act as a bridge builder, not a spoiler, will shape the region's future. The stakes, shared prosperity, or continued conflict. Eritrea's future hinges on building a sustainable economy, not just renting out its ports. The country holds significant mineral wealth, gold, copper, zinc, and potash, offering a foundation for growth. Projects like the Bisha mine and Kaluli potash deposit could transform Eritrea into a major resource supplier. Developing these resources would diversify the economy and reduce reliance on strategic rents. Eritrea also aims to turn Massawa and Assab into free economic zones, attracting trade and manufacturing. Peace with Ethiopia positions these ports as gateways to a vast market. But decades of conflict have left infrastructure in need of major upgrades. Foreign investment, especially from China and the Gulf, is crucial, but must be managed to benefit Eritrea, not just outsiders. The challenge: build real capacity, not just facilitate resource extraction. Eritrea stands at a crossroads, with three possible futures. The best case: Eritrea becomes a sovereign commercial hub, balancing foreign investment, developing its economy, and stabilizing the region. The risk: Eritrea becomes a foreign strategic foothold, ceding control of its ports and economy to outside powers, and getting drawn into proxy conflicts. The third path: assertive isolation, turning inward to protect sovereignty, but risking economic stagnation and missed opportunities. Today, Eritrea is navigating between these futures. The government aims for integration without dependence, but the pressures from powerful suitors are immense. The Red Sea's militarization, regional rivalries, and neighbors' instability all add to the volatility. Eritrea's journey is a test case for small nations in a multipolar world. Its quiet rise is now in the spotlight. The world is watching to see which path Eritrea will choose. The stakes are high: sovereignty, prosperity, and regional peace hang in the balance. Eritrea's next chapter is being written now.